So today, guys, as we promised, today we'll now talk about alkane. So you may have gotten some formula from your teacher about alkane, but we are not gonna talk about formula. We're gonna derive the formula from alkane and some structures of its family. So first, you gotta know that alkane is not a compound; it's a family of compound. So alkane is just a family of compounds, just like you said biscuit, but there's so many biscuits, so many other types of biscuits. So biscuit is a family of just saying biscuit, but there are also many types of biscuit, just like Oreo and other stuff. So alkane is just like that, it's a family of many compounds. So let's just get started. You may also ignore the background sound because yeah, I live in an Asian country, so you get background sound all the time. It's just buzzing your head all the time. So enough of that, let's just start it. So the things you gotta know about alkane, the important thing that they're non-polar. So I guess you have learned about polarity. So polarity, that means delta positive charge, negative charge, partially positive, partially negative, so that type of thing. But it's that polar type, but this is a non-polar type, so it has no partial charge whatsoever. Now, second thing about it, that it's hydrophobic. Yes, just like it got bitten by some dog and got rabies. Yep, it's hydrophobic. It's scared of water, so it just floats above water. So yeah. And now the third thing, there's the main source that we get. This is the fossil fuels. We get it from the fossil fuels, and by fossil fuels, the majority is petroleum and crude oil. So crude oil has some different compounds with it. It's not purely alkane, but we could say it's made. Main source is fossil fuel, petroleum, crude oil. Main source. So we get alkane from crude oil, not crude oil from alkane. So a misconception there. Get it out of your head. So we get alkane from petroleum, not petroleum from alkane. So just get that out of you. So now we're gonna talk about some of its structures that we very much like. But before that, we need to know some prefixes. Some prefix we gotta know. So in English class, you got two things: suffix and prefix. That means it will be before and it will be after. Suffix and prefix. So in this case, all the suffixes will be a and e. A and E. Let me give an example to clear you out. So the suffix is met and the prefix is met and the suffix are all A and E. So the compound will make methane. You may have heard of this. So you may have some confusion when we call it methane, when do you call it ethane, etc, etc, but I'm going to clear it out to you right now. So if there is only one carbon attached, one carbon in that chain or in that bond, in that compound, this will be methane. The prefix will be met. So again, if there are two carbons, so the prefix will be ETH, et. Now you're thinking that it's met, the second one is et, so the third one would be TH, but no, not like that. Now the third one, but it would have been very nice. So the third one, but we would have stopped after 4. So just the third one is now what is called prop, I guess. Prop, the prefix prop. You guys just gonna memorize the first 4 prefix and the other one will just get to you very easily. The phone number is but. Okay, and let me just clear all of it. Just make a singular page with the all so you can get a good screenshot of it after I have determined the main ones. So sorry for that. So now 5 carbons. What are the 5 carbons? It will be called pent. The suffix will be pent, and similarly 6 will be hex, and 7 would be hept, 8 would be oct, and now 9 will be non, and 10 will be deck. So we should only learn 10 in the middle school. So in the next phase of your academic studies, you should learn the other names, but you just have to just memorize this 10. You don't have to memorize because you know it's 5. In mathematics, you know pentagon, that means 5 sides, so 5. The suffix has always been pen. 6 has always been hex. 7 has always been hept. So 8 has always been oct. So you just know. Now in Naruto, the octopus creature is the 8 tails. You know that. So it derived from that. The 7, the 8. Sorry, the 8 oct. Now we're gonna talk about the suffix. The suffix is only one. I discussed here. The suffix is only one, that is ane, according to, in basis of alkane. So it's ane. This will be ane. So it's for alkane only, okay? Alkane. I might have given you a heads up. If there is one single bond, it will be alkane. If there is double bond, it will be alkene. If there is triple bond, it will be alkyne. But we're just going to talk about alkane. So for alkane only, the suffixes of the carbon bonds that are single, all of single carbon bonds, that would be single, let me just say. So it's just ane, it will just ane. And now I'll just take a screenshot. We'll move on to the next phase. Just erase them all at once. Clear canvas. Now for methane, what will the structure be like? So meth, that means only one carbon, so there will be only one carbon, and carbon has only 4 hands, and so the other will be hydrogens, hydrogens, hydrogen, hydrogen. And now on this side we'll write the formula. So what's the formula? The formula is, so carbon, well, let me just choose the right color, carbon and hydrogen. Oh dang, bro. Okay, so carbon and hydrogen. I have very clumsy fingers, so it's hard to write. So how many carbons are there? Okay, 1 carbon. And how many hydrogen are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 hydrogens. So C1H4, or you could call CH4. So that's the structural formula, and that's the, what's this called? It's molecular formula, is it? I just don't know. Just call, oh no, MF. Okay, let's not call that. So let's just say it's formula. Okay, that's the just formula. Now for methane, we got this one. Now what will it be for the next one? That is ethane. So for ethane, what will it be? So ethane, that means there will be double carbons, just single bonds. This will be like this, 1 2 3 4 1 2, okay. H H H H H H. So how many carbon and how many hydrogen are there? So there are 2 carbon and hydrogens are 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6. for ethane. Now we're gonna do one more. So let's just pick a number from 1 to 5. Okay, 5. We chose 5, so I'm gonna do the 5 one. It's pentane. So let's do pentane. I'm doing this for a reason, guys. You'll get that. We'll derive the formula from this. So pentane, so 5 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sorry, 1, 2. Now each one of 4 hands. It has 2 already, 2, so 2 already, 2, 2 already, 2. This will have 3 more hands. So every hand will contain a hydrogen. Okay, now, so what will be this formula? So how many carbon are there and how many hydrogen are there? How many carbon and how many hydrogen are there? So there are 5 carbons here. We can see 5 carbons and we can see the hydrogen. Okay, so 5 carbons here and you can see the hydrogen number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can see the hydrogen number is 12. So you're going to leave it to these 3. We could have done more. So what do we get from these 3? So we get that methane, ethane, and we did a random another one, that is pentane, C, 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 H, H, H. This is doing shortcut. Okay, methane was 1 and 4, ethane was 2 and 6, and pentane was 5 and 12. 5 and 12. Now, do you see any pattern here? Because I am seeing a pattern here. So you see this one, so it's 1. So if we in carbon it is 1 and in hydrogen it is 4. So if we multiply this 1 into 2 and then we plus 2, what will we get? We get 4. So there is here 4. Now again, if we do it, and we're just going to replace the value of the carbon in here and let's see if it matches up. So for methane it got 4. Now for ethane we'll see. So ethane has got 2 carbons, so I'm going to place 2 here. So 2 into 2, that would be 4, plus 2, that would be 6. So we got here 6. So that is the number right here, 6. Now just we can just substitute for the pentane. Of pentane, 5 carbons, so 5 carbons. So you got 5 carbons. Now 5 into 2 would be 10, plus 2 would be 12. So we got here, so 12. So we got here 12. So we see a pattern that has been created here. So this is the variable one, that is the variable one, where x equal to the number of carbon, and these are all non-variables or constant here. So for hydrogen we got this, but hydrogen was unpredictable, right? If we have some bigger substance, by just seeing the name we'll get it, but if we want to write the formula real quick, so that would be hard. We have to draw the whole thing, we have to count the hydrogen. So we just came up with a formula for determining this hydrogen. So the formula would be now, so if the number of carbon is n, so what will be the number of hydrogen? So number of hydrogen would be n into 2, just like we did before, plus 2, that would be the number. So the overall formula of alkane we derived is CnH2n plus 2. So this is, guys, what we wanted for the formula of alkane substances. The formula of alkane substances is CnH2n plus 2. So in the next video we will derive again the formulas for alkene, alcohols, and other things. So just stay tuned, guys. See you in the next vid.